It has been almost 1 year since Dandadan started airing its anime, the beginning of October 2024. The final episode of Season 2 releases this week, and I want to talk about my experience with this story, with this anime, and my feelings towards it. If you did not know, I have been with the Dandadan community for a very long time. When it first started to release, I was on board with this thing. Everything about this story, about this world, these characters, the art style, the creativity spoke to me. I love it. There is something about creativity and the uniqueness within it I put so much emphasis on. I connect with it heavily. I get a lot of enjoyment out of it. There was a time where we weren't sure if Dandadan would have an official English translation. Eventually it got picked up. They started translating it. It got popular. It got more successful. More people started to know about it. I started to make more videos on it. There is a part of me that wishes I covered it weekly, or I covered it very often, or just continued to make more and more videos on it, because it is a story that I love talking about. There's so much fun to be had with Dandadan. There's so much to talk about with Dandadan. And I think for a lot of people, that connection is consistent. The same way that I view Dandadan and the feelings I have towards it, the enjoyment that I get from it, a lot of you will probably share that. Of course, there's always a percentage that won't like it or don't care about it or hate it, etc. That's fine. But I think if you're in with Dandadan, you love it wholeheartedly. You can't just partially enjoy it. It's almost like a full, rounded experience that you just get absorbed into because it's so lovable. It's so crafty. I've watched the manga grow over the years, and it's been a fascinating ride. The introduction to all of these beautiful characters, the development of Momo and Ken, this beautiful relationship that's very sweet and innocent and chaotic at times, but also a slow burn. I enjoy that chemistry. I'm not the biggest fan of slow burn romances, but with how Dandadan likes to utilize it, because there's so much more going on, there's so many more things to care about alongside it, it doesn't really feel slow. If anything, the romance feels quick and rapid, and sometimes you yearn for it even more. Not because it's slow, but because sometimes we just don't get enough of it. The author, Tatsu, has done a brilliant job to intertwine that chemistry with his action, his creative ideas, these chaotic spirits and curses and folklores and aliens and all of these different designs and weirdness coming out of his mind, mixed with that chemistry of his characters and their relationships and their problems and their emotions and feelings and their archetypes. They all mesh together so well, and trying to juggle all of those things sounds like a balancing nightmare. Like if you have a large cast of characters with a large amount of interesting and ridiculous ideas and a large amount of ways to showcase that, how do you give enough people enough time? How do you know where to pull and release people's attention? It's safe to say that he has mastered it. An author that is so talented in capturing reader retention, showing everything that you want to see bit by bit, without realistically giving away all too much. But then doing that over and over and over again, there's so many different perspectives and so many different characters that it feels almost ridiculous that he could juggle that much and still make it enjoyable. It's been a blessing to read the manga since the beginning. What's more of a blessing is seeing the amount of people that have jumped on board, the amount of people that have started reading it, the amount of people that have fallen in love with this story. I think it deserves its success. It deserves those sings and praises from people, because it truly does feel different. It does feel like an energy within its own path, carved out solely by the talents of the author. Sure, he was originally an assistant to Tatsuki Fujimoto both for Fire Punch and early Chainsaw Man, yet he's grown out of that description. No longer just an assistant, but now what I would consider a generational author with a generational work. And on top of it, a generational anime. It was only a matter of time before Dandadan would get an anime, but there's always concern there. You want an anime to do good. You want it to look beautiful and sound amazing and have this lovely animation and creativity behind it, but sometimes you might get one or two of those things. The industry is harsh, it's brutal, it's unforgiving, it's desperate for creativity to breathe this new sense of life and fresh air, but the talent never gets enough time to produce it. These companies are just trying to nickel and dime every aspect of their audience while squeezing the creative juices out of these tired, talented people. But if you give them time, you will arguably allow their passion to bloom into the best product imaginable. And you can tell in a lot of departments, not just animation, it's music, it's direction, it's creativity, it's color work, the voice actors, every single aspect of that show, from top to bottom, left to right, is filled with so much passion. Look, I've checked out a lot of anime this year, I've dabbled here and there, and of course it's my personal bias, but this is one of the greatest anime adaptation I have seen in years, maybe of the decade. It feels flawless. Every time you watch it, you get something new, you get something creative, you feel the passion of the people working on it. It just is fun. There is a love and appreciation I have for episodes that after you finish watching it, it just uplifts your day. And every time I watch an episode of Dandadan, it does that. I feel good about my day now. I want to go on and do more things now. I want to be creative. I want to do my work. I want to have fun and enjoy myself. I don't know, like there's a feeling that I get after experiencing Dandadan, which might sound very overdramatic for some, but it just feels nice. It feels great, and it's been a while since I felt like that for any sort of adaptation. It is refreshing, so refreshing. Whatever concerns I had before it was animated were completely gone when I seen that trailer. I knew that Science Saru would do right by this story, and I couldn't be more thankful towards everyone that's touched this show, the talent within Science Saru. Their passion, their identity, their love for this story has shown so directly. We have undoubtedly indulged, but we're only halfway through it. While technically this is 2 seasons, it is a total of 24 episodes, and it has covered around 70 to 80 odd chapters. It's close to the 100 chapter kind of arc that takes place, which is a relatively big one. The manga has 200 chapters in total, so perhaps there is another comfortable 24 episodes to catch up to the more recent stuff. And you want to know the best part about it? Dandadan Season 3 got announced today. Science Saru and their team are locking in for Season 3 already. Admittedly, I'm surprised. I was ready to wait 3, 4, 5 odd years for this show to come back. Science Saru have taken on quite a lot of projects under their belt. Nothing in comparison to other studios, but still, I was expecting a much longer of a wait, or at least a longer announcement window. But what a perfect way to end the season with a new Season 3 announcement. If you've been watching every single week, thank you. I think the amount of support and the community for it has been nothing but wonderful over the years. Seeing that grow and expand even more is beautiful. If you're someone that hasn't read the manga, if you're someone that's just joining from the anime and you got to experience that completely blind, I hope you had a great time. Of course, I'm going to recommend the manga. It's just as fun, it's just as creative, but if you do want to wait for Season 3, by all means, you can do that as well. Today is a great day to be a Dandadan fan. I am thankful for this journey. I'm thankful to see so successful and thriving in the community, healthier than ever, and I wish it the best in the future, both for the author and of course all of the amazing, wonderfully talented people that have touched this anime. Go show them your love. I'm sure they'll appreciate it.